Hi guys. So I laid down for a nap today and I had a dream and I feel like it's important, so I want to share it with you guys. I kind of got to go through it fast though cuz I'm working right now. Um so my dream started out I was having a Christmas gathering at my house. And there was a bunch of people here and I remember my grandpa was sitting in the recliner and the front door opened and then just a bunch of ladies came in and I thought to myself, like, who are you people? I never saw these ladies before, but I felt like they were long lost relatives. And I saw my grandpa turn around in the recliner toward the ladies and he got a big smile on his face and he started waving to them. And then this young boy came up to me, about 17, 18 years old, I would say, and he said, "Are you ready to go?" And I said, "Yes." And I knew in my dream that I had promised to help him with something. So we get in the car and we're driving down the road and it's nighttime and we pull up to this animal shelter. And it was like we were sneaking into this animal shelter and there was a young lady working there, or she was there. And so she brought us into the backyard where they kept the dogs in the kennel. And she got us two of the dogs out, and at that point in my dream, I knew that we were rescuing these dogs because they were going to be euthanized the next morning. They were going to be put down. And so the next thing I know, we're putting the dogs in the car. And so I don't know what that part of the dream means, if anything, but I just thought I would share it. But the next part of my dream, you guys, is I'm walking into this senior citizens bingo thing going on with this boy. And we're standing at the counter and he threw up some money on the counter and I remember writing my name on a form. And then we went to sit down at a table and they had these bingo cards. They were paper bingo cards. And I said, "How much does this cost?" And somebody said $200. And I remember I kicked back my chair a little bit and I stood up and I pretty much yelled it across the whole room. I said, "Well, for $200, I'll invest my money in God's lotto because I'm guaranteed to win." And then right after that, somebody said, "You just bingoed." And it was like I knew in my dream that just me writing down my name on that form that I had registered with the bingo thing. But I did not pay for it. And she said, "If you would have paid, you would have won $500. And so then I said, "Well, how many more games are left?" And the announcer said, "There's 25 days in December." He said, "Take away 6. And then he said, "Look up at the screen on the wall." And I looked up, you guys, and there was this massive, huge, it was like a TV, a big screen with my YouTube videos on there. And so I would say there was like 25 videos, and there was a couple of them that were darkened out. And I knew in my dream it was like each one of my videos represented one of the bingo games played. So after the bingo game ended, they would darken my video. And so before you knew it, somebody said it's over. So we left. And then the next thing, you guys, I came back the next day all by myself and I walked in and there was two elderly ladies sitting at this long table and they said I had to fill out a form. And then there was two other ladies at the end of this long table and there was this massive cell phone. It had to be like 6-7 feet long and 3-4 feet wide. It was just huge. And so as soon as I signed my name on that form, the phone turned on and I could see Freaking Over Jesus and I saw a bunch of videos on there. And the lady took her whole hand, one of the elderly ladies, and pushed one of the videos. And this video popped up and it got really big on the screen. And I saw this picture of Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus. And there was like little tiny fireworks going off all the way around them. It was kind of like sparklers, like how the kids do at 4th of July, those little sparklers, but they were red, blue, green, purple, but they were just tiny, just like everywhere, if you know what I mean. And then I said to the lady, I said, how do you know my YouTube channel? And I just started, kind of freaking out, like, how do you people know who I am, and freaking over Jesus? And the lady that was sitting right by me, she just patted my hand and she said, don't worry, honey, it's almost over. And then that was the end of that part of the dream. And then the next part of the dream was I was in this jewelry store, and I looked at my ring and I noticed that my diamond had fallen out of my ring, my wedding ring. And so I'm frantically looking on the floor thinking that it fell out in the store. And so I'm on my hands and knees looking around, and I see all these sparkly things on the floor, and I go up to them, and some of them were diamonds and some of them weren't, but they just weren't fitting my ring properly. And so I stood up and I went to the counter, and there was a man working there, an older gentleman, and I saw something sparkling on the counter, and I picked it up, and I said, well, this is a funny looking diamond, and it was in the shape of a Christmas tree. And he said, can I help you? And I said, my diamond fell out of my wedding ring. And he said, well, what does it look like? And I said, honestly, I don't remember what the diamond looked like. And so he went in the case and he brought out a bunch of diamonds on that velvet pad, whatever. And so he said, just look at these diamonds and see if one looks, good to you. And he said, but if you don't find it, just pick out whatever one you want. And then so I picked out a diamond and I put it up to my ring, and I thought, this is going to look really nice. And I said, this is the one I want. And before you knew it, he was coming back with my ring. And so I put the ring on my finger, you guys, and this diamond ring was just massive. It was just like in your face, massive. And then that was the end of my dream. So you guys, I just thought I would share it just because of Christmas. And then I started thinking about December 25th. Takeaway 6 is December 19th, which I did a video a couple weeks ago about that. That December 19th just sat in my spirit. And so you guys, I just feel like there's something to it. I don't know about the dogs and all that, but if you guys have any ideas or interpretation of any part of the dream, just comment in the section below. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a good night. God bless.